When the Stellar hat is on, that means stellar news. And today's video's theme is going to be Meridian's 2022, the urgency of doing. Now, Stellar's mission is to help the un- and underbanked. They've already created the biggest pathway to make that possible. But there's a missing connection out there that we're going to talk about in this video that no other channel is exposing. I've also got the digital pen in my hand, which you know what that means, everyone? You might see Pimpin' Peter Griffin here real soon. Let's leave this screen and go into this one. Gotta love this screen that we just went into. Yep, hanging the banners from the window. So that's beautiful, beautiful pictures to show here. But today's video is going to blow your mind. It's heavy in graphics. It's gonna tell you exactly what is missing to make all of these dots connect. Yep, connect the dots. All right, Circle CEO, cryptocurrencies act as a currency hedge. All right, so currency hedge works two different ways here. All right, you have the inflation hedge, which does not apply in the likes of the United States, Great Britain, and all that. Why? Our inflation rates are not that high. Now, whoa, I know, I get what you're saying. Our inflation rates are super high, but when it comes to cryptocurrencies, right, if they're down 50, 60, 70, 80%, if an inflation rate is 9 to 20%, well, you're not really hedging, are you? No. But there are countries out there that are dealing with hyperinflation, 80, 90, 100, 1000% inflation rates year over year. Those countries, that is where cryptocurrency could be used as an inflation hedge. Now, it can also be used as a currency hedge as a mechanism form. Imagine if you would, let's pretend that Wells Fargo is a bank, and this is Wells Fargo, okay? Parallel to Wells Fargo, they have a mirror system, which is Web3 crypto based, okay? Let's pretend that Wells Fargo has a banking outage on their ACH system. Right away, that system, boom, goes over to the crypto web system. You don't even know it. So as you're paying, as you're doing all your payments, the system goes down. You don't know because there's a redundancy built within the system, and that would be crypto, okay? So that would be another way that you could see crypto used as a hedge in the future. So two big things here, and this came from Circle CEO. That second one was mine. The first one, this is the second example, was mine. So Circle is important. Why? Because it has to do with the USDC ecosystem, which has to do with MoneyGram. And no, don't roll your eyes at me because, oh, I've got something special planned for you. See, MoneyGram is more important than anyone can imagine. And MoneyGram and Stellar made this all possible. The urgency of doing now is how do we connect the dots? How do we make this MoneyGram partnership useful? And how do we make people aware of this? Well, everyone, that is when we move on over to this. And oh, see, whoever guessed Pimpin' Peter Griffin in the beginning was right, because now we are going to be moving on over to the digital drawing board, everyone. All right, I've got it recentered so you can see it. So now here's the setup, all right? Stellar's mission, helping the un- and underbanked. Now, the un- and underbanked, they're different classes of people across the world in different use cases, all right? And by classes, well, let's look at it this way. All right, so we got Pimpin' Peter Griffin, and yep, he made his return. All right, Pimpin' Peter Griffin operates in a business that only accepts cash, okay? Well, and we also have Stinky Pie over here, okay? Stinky Pie likes to get roasty toasty and owns a dispensary in Colorado. Now, in the United States, Stinky Pie can't participate in the traditional banking system because her industry is federally illegal, but through some oddities, they allow the states to participate. Yeah, total mess here in the United States, but we like to take advantage of states' rights over federal rights. So anyway, Stinky Pie, right? She cannot participate, right? So she has to bank with cash, which means, oh, she's really not banking at all, is she? And then we have this chart right here, and I'll zoom in a little bit just so you can see it better. This chart right here represents cash-based societies, everyone, okay? Important to see here is that blue is cash, orange is non-cash. So for Latin America, Africa, Asia Pacific, emerging, and Eastern Europe, the majority of the transactions are cash-based. In these societies that are mostly cash-based, they miss out on the opportunities for loans, like people that don't have the bank accounts don't buy homes. There's a whole bunch of things that we take for granted here in these developed societies. Where in these now emerging, right, and developing societies, they're cash-based systems that people are just far behind. I want you to think about a business that right now is like, hey, look, we're an internet company, okay? And we can hire across borders, right? We can work from anywhere. And this is in Africa, right? And this ties into Stellar. So there's a company, they want to hire people. Well, here's the problem. They can't pay them because these people don't have access to banks, right? There's no banks in their geographical location. Now I'm talking about like physical geographic location, right? But maybe they're talented there. Okay, so now what'll happen is by using digital currency, they're actually able to pay people across the borders and so forth, and we're gonna get into exactly that. So there's lots of different versions of and underbanked and people operating in cash-based societies or businesses. So the use case is all the same. So we're gonna clump all three of these cool people together. Now, all three of these classes of people right here all use this right here. Yep, they use good old cash-ola. Okay, here's the problem though. Either they don't have access to the banking systems or their industries are, Gary Gensler, their industries are like, hey, Gary's like, no cash, cash is bad, you can't use cash. Yes, I'm fully aware that Gary Gensler has nothing to do with this, but when I contacted casting and I said, hey, I needed a villain to play a role in my new video, guess who they sent me? Gary Gensler, so that's who I used the rest of the video. Okay, well, guess what? We can't participate in the banking with cash. What do? Well, we have to use Stellar's program with MoneyGram. All right, so here's what happens, okay? So these people here now, they put some money into MoneyGram, and I know you're rolling your eyes going, oh, Klaus, MoneyGram doesn't help Stellar. No, trust me, just hear me out, all right? So they put money into Stellar, and they're able to put it onto USDC, okay? So they've been able to take this cash. This now goes into here, becomes USDC. Now, the cool thing with the USDC ecosystem, and I'll move it just a little bit here for you. The cool thing with the USDC ecosystem, zoom in, is that these 9 chains right here, you can swap funds within those. Oh, yes, you can. So I want you to think of what you can find on the Avalanche one versus what you can find on Stellar versus, where's my Polygon one? Why? Because that is an Ethereum layer 2 product right there. So think of all the different things you can use participating in those ecosystems. Now, because these 3 people here are in cash-based businesses or cash-based societies, they don't have access to loans, right? You or I get hurt, right? Maybe we have a car breakdown or something. We don't have the cash on hand. What can we do? We can use our credit card, boom, pay for it, make payments over the next couple months, good to go. These cash-based societies, and especially these businesses, don't have access to capital like that. I want you to think of my main man, Pimpin' Peter Griffin. He wants to broaden the stables a little bit, maybe upgrade to a 6-bedroom home instead of the 4-bedroom that he's in, you know, kind of increase capacity of throughput. Well, he can't get a loan because they're gonna be like, dude, your industry, bad. We won't give you a loan, no financing for that. But what he can do is he can participate in the crypto sphere where globally decentralized, maybe his industry isn't frowned upon by other companies. So again, Pimpin' Peter Griffin comes here, he takes his cash, puts it into MoneyGram, he joins the USDC ecosystem. Now what happens is this. He can then go and he can participate in Alchemix. All right, Alchemix is crypto lending. So now they can get lending options. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. He's got a friend far away. And who is his friend far away? It's my main man, Yoshi. Yoshi's hanging out in Japan. His cart broke down in, you know, like the Grand Prix series. So Pimpin' Peter Griffin is going to send some cash via USDC to his friend far away. Well, what else do we got? Wagering vices. Oh, we can find wagering vices in the network ecosystem. Yes, we can. There are societies out there that ban wagering, right? But do you think it should be banned, or do you think that's government overreach? All right, so now when we actually go into the USDC catalog of the ecosystem, you could see their ecosystem is massive. Banking, borrowing, lending, centralized finance, DeFi, e-commerce. There's a whole bunch of them, okay? You can pretty much live your centralized world in this decentralized basis right here using USDC. But the problem is exactly what we just talked about. Look at this tangled mess that we got ourselves into right here. But how many people out there do you think know that they could go into a MoneyGram, put cash in, go into USDC. Once they have USDC, they could participate in a multi-chain swap over to the chain that has the lending protocol they need, or move over to the chain where their friend is and be able to help their friend out that needs help with a repair. Or hey, maybe their government banned something that they're a huge fan of. Some governments out there, everyone, are banning NFT Web3 games because they think it's gambling. I don't know, that's kind of weird. So what if you do want to participate in that? What if you do believe that your government is overreaching? Well, you'll be able to hop on those multi-chain systems and boom, be able to participate in the chain you want to. But the problem is these three classes, and there's more within these three classes of people, they don't know that these solutions exist. I think the big thing that we're gonna have to look at, okay, is we're gonna have to really look at this map on here, and I've got a cleaner version of it. Let's bring that up real quick here. I think what we have to do is we have to really start thinking about the urgency of doing, translating it into awareness and knowledge. I would like to challenge you to be able to do exactly this, okay? Take and live your life in cash, okay? And see if you can do it. See if you can function a couple months just using cash, going to your local post office, right? Getting, what do you call them? Cashier's checks or whatever the heck, money orders, right? Pay your bills with that, try it. See how it feels to live in these societies or businesses that don't have access to traditional banking systems, and you tell me how hard it is to function. Or better yet, let's go to countries like, let's go to continents like Africa, where again, most of the action there is cash-based. There is no banking options, no loan options for the majority of people out there. If there is an illness or a breakdown, they are screwed. They don't have those financial options. So you tell me, would you be able to navigate this complicated web that we've all been describing right here and participate in the blockchain ecosystem? See, the solutions are there, and you know what? Let's go big screen. The visual board took a while to set up, but it was totally worth it. You could see there are solutions to help the and underbanked out there, but the problem is awareness. Do these people know that these solutions are available? And the other issue is the complexity of them. I seriously would like to challenge you to live through that blockchain world, right? Trying to convert it all through that way, pay all your bills, set up everything like that for a couple months, and let me know how it goes. It's super, super tough. So what we need to do is we need blockchain and Web3 to function just like Web2. Seamless. You don't know you're going on and off of it. It functions flawlessly. And we need to get word out there that yes, there are options for cash-based societies. There are options out there for cash-based businesses. There are options out there if your government suppresses what you are able to participate in. Yep, and it's all found on blockchain. It was all made possible by Stellar and MoneyGram. Where? Hear me out here. The first cash to crypto program globally. Yes, everyone, cash to crypto, skipping banks altogether, helping the unbanked and underbanked. Let's just now use the sense of urgency to create a spreading of knowledge. Thank you very much for watching. Support the channel in any way you can. I like those likes. I like the subscribes. I love the comments. Check out this cool Web3 crypto video. And again, thank you for watching. Hope you like the drawings.